great to be able to join with you to just share loads of news. In fact, Steve, do you want to come and join me? We've got so much to share with you today. It's Thursday the 25th of June.
It is.
Can you believe it?
It
July next week.
Wow.
I think we know from the weather though, don't we?
Yes, even though it's thunderstorms tomorrow. What's that all about?
Yeah, but we are loving this sunny
Yes,
weather,
we are.
certainly. The shorts are out. Hope you're all really well. But first of all, we just want to say a massive thank you again. The amount of food that came in yesterday for Food Bank and all those other things that we're supporting through those donations was incredible, wasn't it? We had stuff from the co-op. We had stuff from, is it Leapgate Farm Cafe? Dropped stuff off and loads of stuff from you guys. Thank you so much. We were really overwhelmed.
I don't think I've seen that much food donated before, so brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was great. Also today there's two videos coming out. There'll be this one that you're watching now, but over the last 6 weeks or so, the worship team, Tim Scarborough and Sid James, have been working really hard on a video project to bring you. And some of you have been giving us your photographs and things over season 1. We did get some photographs from you that came in after season 1, so we're holding them for the next project that we're doing. So if you don't see your photograph you sent in on this video, you might see one on the next video, because we're holding on to some of them for the next one. But just really look out for that. It's a great, encouraging project that the worship team have put together, something that really reflects us at Riverside. And I want to thank the worship team, Tim Scarborough and Sid James, just for the work they've done that. But look out for that later.
Yeah, really great. It's amazing. And then some really exciting news. We would love to announce and tell you that as of yesterday, we completed on the sale of the coffee shop.
Hooray!
Yay! So we are really excited for what that might mean, what the opportunities that will come with that.
Yeah.
We can't really share much more at the moment because there's still things to be finalised. And plans and work to be done, especially with the current situation of operating coffee shops and takeaways and things in this season. So please pray for us in that as we start moving that project forward. What an awesome thing to launch in this crazy, strange year that it is that we're having. But what a great opportunity there for us just to expand that love of our church, the love of Riverside into our community. So you may be hearing from us really soon if you've lodged kind of that interest in being involved with Just Love at Clementines. We'll be in touch with you. If you haven't and it's something that you think, oh, I'd like to maybe do something or get involved, just drop us a message and you can email me, liz@riversideelim.com, as you join on that journey with us. But yeah, how exciting in these days where we're hearing things are closing and shutting, that we are able to open something and really show the love of Christ into our community.
That's right. I'm just really excited about what Liz and the team, Jerry and Claire, are going to be putting together to make sure we can start reaching this community as quickly as possible as well. So I'm looking forward to hitting the ground running with that. I know many of you have heard the announcement from our Prime Minister this week about the reopening of church buildings. How do I know you've heard about it? Because I've had phone calls, I've had texts, I've had emails. I'm hearing that you've heard about it, okay? So I wanted to give you an update on where we are on that. On Monday, the national leadership team of Elim will be meeting together and sending out guidelines to every Elim church of what does the Prime Minister's announcements mean for Elim churches. Because actually, Elim as the denomination, they're the ones that own this building. And if they say we are not allowed to open for however much time, doesn't matter what we think, we have to apply to what Elim says as a movement. So we're looking forward to reading those guidelines that are coming to us on Monday. But we have been working hard to put things in place to make sure we're on that path to reopening. But at the same time, we're not rushing through anything. I saw a fantastic gif of Wallace and Gromit, where Gromit is on the train and he's laying the track as the train is running. And how many church leaders feel like that? We're not going to rush because that has the danger of crashing. And we do not want to crash when we're looking at reopening. We want to make sure when we reopen, it's safely sustainable and we can keep doing it. So Liz and I have been working really hard on risk assessments and cleaning protocols and deep cleaning protocols, and we're continuing to do that to stay in touch with the government guidelines. We're also looking at what does it mean to gather as a service, as a Sunday celebration, but also we're looking what does it mean to open the building to gather just for small groups as well. So we're looking at those different things, because we might be able to say we can't open to do these things, but we can be opening to do those things. So we're looking at all those different ways we can reopen this building safely for the purposes of gathering for the kingdom of God. But we are not rushing into it. I shared with you 4 things that we're going to have, 4 tests that we want to run through before we open. The first one is, are we allowed to? Does the government and Elim say we can? The government says we can. Don't know where Elim stand till Monday. So we've got to wait till that. Number 2, can we do it safely? That's why we're doing the risk assessments. And until all of those systems are in place, there's no point even engaging with that yet. The third one is, what sort of an experience will it be in this building? Because actually, as much as the government are saying the doors are open, there are lots of limits on what we can do whilst we're in the building. And if all we can do is come in and sit in rows in silence and not engage with each other, that's not a great experience. So we're looking at what are the guidelines of what we can do in the building, and that will inform our decisions going forwards. And then finally, can we sustain it? Because actually, the building may open for an hour, but for the building to open for a group of people for an hour will probably require another 3 hours worth of work either side to make sure that's maintainable. Can we sustain the speed of opening for the future? So we are looking at all those things. We are planning to be able to let you know what we can be using the building for and how we can regather. We want to see you so much, but we don't want to put any of you at risk. Your safety comes first, always. So please watch this space. Please keep watching the updates videos, but please, we want to regather, but we want to do it right, okay?
Yeah. So as much as we're saying that at the moment the building isn't open, please hear us. Church was never closed.
That's right.
Church has always been open.
That's right.
And so we just want to encourage you to keep engaging with what we're putting out there.
Yeah.
You can gather with us. It may be in our own homes, but it's still collectively gathering on a Sunday morning for church at 10 to 11.
Yeah.
You can still gather with us for the midweek prayer gathering on a Wednesday night at 7 o'clock.
That's right.
You can get involved in looking at what your life group might be trying to do in these days. If you're not part of a life group and you want to be, contact us, email us, phone the church,
That's right.
and let us know, and we will be able to attach you and link you in with one of those groups. Wednesday Church are looking at and have started to do some little groups of 6 outside with this amazing weather we've been having. How awesome is that? That might be something you can connect in with. Don't forget, our youth work is still happening. Barry and the team are engaging with young people online and again looking at small groups outside gathering.
That's right.
Our children's work are doing their Zoom on a Sunday morning before church. Get involved with that, link into that. Even as parents, it's great. I went on last Sunday and it was great to just see some of the children and their parents of our church, Riverside, just engaging with a Bible story and praying together. So please don't think this is us saying church is closed, because it is not. We may not be able to access this building together, but we can still gather, we can still support, we can still encourage. And don't forget, starting 5th of July, we've got Alpha Online. Please email us, phone us, text us if you want to be involved in that, because we need to have you to register for us to send you the links and get that set up for you. We've already got a load of people that have said they want to do that, so that's going to be another great way. There'll be chance within that to discuss and chat together in small groups, as well as hearing that incredible teaching on the foundations of our faith and some great language on what it means to communicate our faith to others. Or maybe you're at the beginning of that faith journey and a great chance for you to know more. So we want to encourage you, connect in with all these different things that are going on, and we can still be the church even though the building isn't open.
Remember, connection is a two-way thing. We are reaching out to you to connect to you as much as possible, but it only works if you reach back. Please reach back as we're reaching out to connect with you, because that's what we want. We need to be in this together.
Yeah. And some great videos that's still going out as well, isn't it? The Monday meetings, we've had so much great feedback from you on just seeing people from Riverside. It's awesome, isn't it? And hearing people's stories. But just as we finish, just something encouraging. I just keep being led back to Psalm 121 in these days, and we used it last night in the prayer gathering. And just to remind you of those first two verses, I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And in these days, we can still be looking up to God. We can still be looking to the maker of heaven and earth. That is where our help comes from. That's where our encouragement comes from. That's where our truth comes from. So we want to encourage you in these days, keep looking up to him, keep connecting in with others to the side and with Riverside here. And we just want to encourage you, stay safe. Keep washing your hands. Listen to the government guidelines as much as those daily briefings has finished, but let's know who we're putting our hope, our trust in, and who gives us his help whenever we need it. We look forward to seeing you all really soon, but stay safe.